Hi Aries, how are you? Go ahead and get started. I haven't done this spread in a while. I'm kind of excited to do it. What are the messages for Aries and their person? Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, ex, partner. Messages for Aries and their person. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck. Okay, so the way this spread works is this is your energy. This is your person's energy. Challenge, benefit, outcome. Okay, overall energy, bottom of the deck, Hierophant. So Aries, we could, with the Hierophant there, this is interesting. So we're talking about a long-term relationship, or if this is a next spread for you, we are talking about someone that you had hoped to have a long-term traditional relationship with. So let's look at you. Let's look at you. Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles reversed, Page of Wands. Clearly your energy, 100%. These readings are a little shorter too than my monthlies. And I'm going to start throwing them in. I'm going to start doing these mid-month, every month. Okay, so Hierophant reversed. This is someone that you're in a long-term relationship with or had hoped to be in a long-term relationship with at one point. This is reversed. So those plans have changed, or the promise of that is looking a little bit differently than you had hoped. Probably for you and them as well, because there is the Ten of Cups here. So again, back to you. Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy here with the Queen of Wands, because you're definitely into your flow, you're into your zone. You're working for things that you want in this life. Nothing's stopping you. It rarely does, Aries. So this is a very beautiful energy, and just along with that energy, encompassing that energy, is the Ten of Wands, which is a typical energy for you, Aries. You love to add more things on your plate, because you're the type of personality who you can handle anything as long as you know what you need to handle. So as long as I know what my responsibilities are, as long as you know what you need to be accountable for, pile it on, people. Yes, you can take on more at work. Yes, you can take more on with the relationship. Yes, you can add another child to the relationship. Yes, you can add more bills to the pot, right? You definitely can take on more. Now, does it get tiring over time? Yes. Does it get overwhelming at times? Yes. However, when you feel a little overwhelmed, you quickly can step into your Queen of Wands energy and boom, take care of it, organize it, delegate it, whatever needs to be done. Perfect. And I like this Two of Pentacles here, because you're being very decisive. You're not having any problems making decisions, organizing information, and managing your time and your space. There's no problems there. You're also not letting your emotions get in the way. You see here with the water behind him, you're not letting the emotions get in the way of anything. You're just doing what needs to be done for the betterment of everybody in the situation. So this is also really good if you are in some sort of a team environment at work, or obviously in a partnership. You're definitely a team player. You're definitely leading the charge here, and you're kind of like, we can do this. Let's figure this out. Done. Okay, and then the Page of Wands, you're also maintaining a very positive disposition through all this. And interestingly enough, Aries, when you don't get what you want in relationships, you can definitely, it can get the best of you for a period of time. However, you quickly, okay, that period of time could be a few days, few weeks, few months, even a year or two. but you quickly move back into this energy. Because at the end of the day, no matter how heartbroken you are or how confused you are over a situation, you, and being positive about what you want and being motivated and self-disciplined to get what you want is always going to trump what the energy is on your periphery. Okay? It can impact you for a time being, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. So this is how you're feeling right now. Your person, the other side of it. Are they thinking about you? 100% with the Six of Cups, especially with the Hierophant reversed here. They are definitely thinking about you. Kind of a shoulda, woulda, coulda scenario happening here. You could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They are not as, now the Ten of Cups here, they either are not as happy right now as they were with you, or they are wishing things had been different. Wishing things had a different outcome. There could be some regret here, although we don't see the Five of Cups. But with this Ten of Cups, they're not ultimately emotionally fulfilled in their current situation, because we're talking about right now. How are they feeling right now with respect to you and with respect to their whole situation? So they're not 100% happy where they are right now, kind of thinking they, you know, maybe would have rather with you. And but he's looking away, looking towards the devil. So something got the best of him. They were tethered to some sort of addiction. This can have to do with drugs, money, obviously, you know, sex addiction type of things. But it doesn't have to be that heavy. There was something that they either liked in you or something that kept them away from you that they were tethered to, that they chose. The thing with the devil is, everybody always talks about it, the thing with the devil is you're tethered, but you definitely have the choice to leave the situation, but you kind of wish to stay. You kind of like it. That's why it has to do with addiction. It's bittersweet. You know, you like the addiction, but you also know it's detrimental to you. So they kind of have this whole energy right now with respect to you in their relationship. Definitely feeling a shoulda, woulda, coulda feeling from them. Now, are they going to do anything? Who knows? But these are the thoughts that are running through their mind as Mars is going into Cancer. Everybody is feeling this, looking back on better times, warmer times. Emotions are really starting to surface for everybody. So it's going to be kind of a common theme as I do these readings. I'm suspecting this to be a common theme. So, okay. Challenge, the Empress reversed. Benefit, Five of Swords. Outcome, Five of Wands. So the Empress reversed. We could be dealing with challenge, okay, that we could have been dealing with a miscarriage. We could have been dealing with one person not really fully in or 100% on board, not wanting to put forth the effort. So this is a challenge that was occurring or is occurring with you and your person. One person just didn't want to put forth the effort, frankly. Are they regretting it now? Yes. Are you getting over that? Yes. Now, if this was you not wanting to put in the energy, it's probably because there was too much delay in the decision making. Because remember, you're motivated, or you're activated by forward movement, taking action, making decisions. You don't hem and haw. There's too much time wasted hemming and hawing. Waiting around, asking questions. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? I was just on a vacation with my girlfriends this last week, and one of them was always like, what are you wearing? What should I wear? I'm like, holy shit. Like, one, who cares what you wear? And two, just choose an outfit. Like, we don't need to talk about it for 20 minutes. And then I'm Aries, like I don't deal well with that type of, you know, conversation. It's a literal waste of time and a literal waste of energy. But to her, it was very important. So it was I needed to understand that. Like, to her, in her world, it was very important. To me, put some clothes on and let's go. Like, we're wasting the day. So it's very important to be empathetic and sympathetic to where other people are coming from, despite how difficult it is. So you may not have wanted to put forth effort because they needed a different type of effort. Okay, it's important that we realize that. Benefit is the challenge, benefit, outcome. So the benefit is the Five of Swords. So what's benefiting the relationship, what's benefiting the scenario right now is the fact that it was a lose-lose situation, which obviously makes sense because there was deep attraction here. Looking towards deep attraction, looking towards better times, good times, Six of Cups, nostalgia. So this is, despite this being a very negative card, in the benefit situation, this is a huge benefit. There is a sense of regret. I wish I would have done things differently. I wish I would have reacted differently. You or them may both be feeling this way. Outcome, Five of Wands. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this outcome because this outcome, Aries, has to do with an internal battle, fighting amongst oneself. So this could indicate, is this a time to communicate? Do I apologize? Where are they in their life? Do we reach out? Do we try to rectify this? Do we try to get back together? I'm sensing a stalling behavior from you and them. There's definitely the urge to take action, but something is stopping you and something is stopping them. So please clarify this Five of Wands for Aries. Please clarify this Five of Wands for Aries. Nine of Swords. There's deep, deep, deep emotions here. Deep thoughts, spinning thoughts, rabbit hole thoughts. There may have been some depression associated with the fact that this didn't work out from you or them, which all the more reason for both of you to kind of be having these thoughts. I sense, Aries, you have kind of already been there and you're not doing that anymore. You're just deciding to move on. Would you like this to come back around? Certainly. All right. Love you. Bye.